Hello everyone, Attack Power here, back in Steel Division 2, checking out a great monthly game here between Yapasa and Hubert Fingelbaum. Let's dive right in here to Tannenberg. And on the left, in the red, we have Yapasa playing second Pancelos on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Hubert playing 17th Divisioona on V for victory. For this monthly tournament in SDL, they were not allowed to mirror income. Oh, I love it. No mirror income. Fortunately, that has led to a lot of games just being Maverick Vanguard. Ugh, barf. But this one here, a beautiful V for victory choice. This is ballsy by Hubert, I gotta tell you. This is ballsy because you are down 80 points, 800 points by the end of B phase. Now you subtract 2, so 600 really, but still, that's a lot of points to be down. 17th Division on this map. Very interesting choice, but let's dive in here to Yapasa's deck. Second Pancelos, one of the strongest divisions still in the game. Solid A tier for sure. Just really cost efficient, has a great suite of tools and really no significant weaknesses and only strengths. The Recon tab, really solid. There's nothing really lacking here. You have the Fel Director Yahor here, which are two-man recon squads that for some reason come with higher availability. I've never understood, but Hungarian two-man recon teams have higher availability. No idea, which means you can vet them up and have more of them. The Toldi 2As, lovely little light tank there, the Lovesh, and then the Panzer 3M, Panzer 3s being fantastic. We see it double vetted here. The infantry tab, not like strong infantry, but they're just super cost efficient. You have the Motolovesh, only 20 points, got an MG42. Then you have the Motolovesh 44M, which is downgrades the machine gun and you get a bazooka instead. And then you have the Moto Arkazoks, which are basically good pioneers with MG42s and stuff. More Motolovesh there in B, and then a C-face card of the Motolovesh 44M. Surprise? Oh, because he put 2 Motolovesh cards in A phase. I see now. The tank tab, the highlight of this division, absolutely phenomenal. It just has like this beautiful mix of every category of tank, light, medium, and heavy. We have the Tehran 1 leader, and Tehran 2 leader all there in A phase, along with a Panzer 4H double vetted, and a Tiger as well, all in A phase, and a Panther. Sorry, didn't lead across far enough. And then B phase, we have Tehran 2s, which are one of my personal favorite tanks, another card of Panzer 4 double vet, and then a Panther card there as well. So basically all your bases covered. Light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, and light armor, as we know right now, just really strong. The Tehran 2 has always been really solid overall. Support tab, not amazing. It's there. There's no 2KHE. That is definitely a problem. You're relying on your long-range tanks to do it for you, and that's not the best there. This is definitely one of the less exciting tabs in the division. A weakness, sure, but truthfully being weak in the support tab is not like, it doesn't like full on detract from your division, generally speaking, although lack of 2KHE does hurt. The AT tab, you don't need much here. It's small, but you don't need it much because you have tanks for doing that. We see the 75mm, the 9738M. This thing is phenomenal, really cost efficient, and a Pack 40. The AA tab, incredible because it's basically just Nimrods, and Nimrods are amazing. We just see 4 cards of Nimrods here because what else do you need, really? The Arty tab, phenomenal because this is the best heavy Arty gun in the game, basically, or right up there, top 3, easy if not the best. The 33M 149, really high rate of fire for this caliber, really accurate, just fantastic. And the air tab, really solid as well, though here we just see the Focke-Wulf 189, the ME210, and the JU88. On the other side, 17th Divisioona, a division we have not seen very much since its release 2 DLCs ago, I want to say, in the like random divisions patch, DLC, I think. Yeah, basically, Rukma Rapana with some key differences, is what this division kind of shakes out to. Here, in the Recon tab, we see KevOS and 2 cards of Taka Ampuya there, very strong double sniper unit. The Infantry tab, you do have some interesting unit here. We have the Sextietten, which is an okay infantry squad. There's nothing really anything exciting about it. It is fanatical, which is nice. The Pionieri and the Lahitorunta, which does give you some of those nice AT rifles. We then see the Sextietten Iskarukma, which is phenomenal. It's a really strong CQC unit with a grenade. See some Yaakari there, more Sextietten all the way across, double C-phase card. Tank tab, you do get some Sturmies here in T26. Support tab, you get BT42s, which are fantastic. 2 cards of those there, some machine guns. AT tab, basically all Takentoruntas and Latis. It's kind of ridiculous, and some 45 mils. A lot of AA, a lot of planes, and a lot of big arty, but we're going to dive in here, guys. Sorry, I mistimed that a little bit, but yeah, you'll all be fine. All right, in we go. Early Focke-Wulf here. Went for a bombing run for a second and then failed. These really, you used to be able to really consistently like pick off an early transport with a recon bomber. Lately, I feel like you really can't. It's really annoying, actually. Really surprised to see Hubert getting this far. I mean, this is kind of funny. Both these divisions are slow AF. So Hubert actually getting the drop, which is not something 7th Division really does usually. So definitely funny to see that here. 75 mil, very nice HE damage, actually, so it should be able to take out this machine gun. The Focke-Wulf bombs coming out, killing off that 45 mil, 100% paid off, basically, already. If you guys enjoy this content, please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more Steel Division 2 and Warno content, and consider checking out that membership. It helps me out a ton. You get early access, you get emojis, you get comment responses. It's all good stuff, so make sure to check that out in the section below, or button probably popped up or something. So currently 13-11, Hubert taking this early position up north here as reinforcements starting to come in here from Yapasa. Yapasa down now. Of course, V for victory means A phase. Hubert's kind of on the clock to get something going. MG34 losing out to the Maxim. Kind of surprising. I feel like something else must have been involved there. So one machine gun down. This one in a position that it can't be spotted currently. Really nice position here by Hubert. Okay, he definitely knows what he's doing. I don't know who this is. It's probably someone who just changed their name. I know most of the strong players in the game. I've never seen a Hubert. And based on positioning already, he definitely knows what he is doing. Now, that is spotted. The Focke-Wulf is floating around. I mean, I'm sure... I mean, we all love information. I understand why Yapasa's letting this float around, but I probably would have fell this back by now. I kind of want the bombs back. Yapasa definitely needs to get these positions here. There, he grabbed this one, so back to 12-12. I mean, this is his area, really. While there are other BT-42s for 17 Divisioona, they don't really have anything else in terms of like AT that is long range. So a single Tiger or something can kind of lock this entire area down. A little AA cover keeps off the AT Focke-Wulfs and JU-87s out of 17th, and then off you go to the races. In the center here, Langschotterschach coming up against a Lahitonunta. It's honestly the only thing of this group that it actually has an okay chance against. And down it goes. 12-12. I mean, this center flag is... there's no way he's winning this. Can see the Multi Arkazoks really quick. It's an 11-man squad. You get two of a much better submachine gun than your average MP40, and then an MG42. So just all around a better Pioneer. It's not like crazy good. It's just a better Pioneer. See a Lati sneaking around here. I mean, unless it sneaks all the way down to here, the chances of it actually doing something are minimum. So I'm assuming we're going to see this going further. Langschotterschach moving in here in the blind spot of the Pack 40. He probably knows that's there. That Focke-Wulf did float around a long time. Yapasa grabbing this flag as well as Lati is not affecting the front line. Toldi 2 is spotting the Gettin Ishkarukma here. Here we can check these guys out. 7 Swomies, 2 Lati automatic rifles, and a grenade, along with Fanatical and Shock. This unit is pretty devastating, actually. Takenturunta maybe trying to get closer. Definitely not going to get in range of that Toldi 2, though. Langschotterschach almost got through. Does get caught out by the Vickers, I believe. So now the BTs are actually going to HE, just beat on this Panzer IV, which they will eventually kill it. Maybe they're using their napalm, actually? Not sure. The Vickers is like your AT in this deck. Like, your Vickers are your long-range AT. And Vickers are good AT guns. They're terrible AA, but they are really solid AT. They have a really high rate of fire at 12 rounds a minute on their AP shell, which puts them... They don't have the 2K range, but it kind of puts them on the line of the Rashita in terms of how effective they can be. We see another push here, Toldi 2, the only thing holding them up, really. It's really up to Hubert to take advantage of this center area as much as possible. Lovash Veldetorok is caught out again. This time by the Pack 40. Pack 40 almost out of HE, though. Lovash going down. The thing is, though, again, that's only 20 points. Not like it's actually hurting him that much. Surprise that Yapasa's not fallen this back yet. Maybe he's microing up north. Lati trying to take out that Tehran 1, but it is actually dropping the ball. Looks like I should have been able to take that out. I guess not. Just 50mm armor, 35mm pen, so... Yeah, the light armor spam is just so good in second Pancelos. It's so hard to manage that in these towns these days. Focke-Wulf does get the bombs off on what I don't know, though. Looks like one of these units inside here. MG34 went down to the Iskarukma here. Another flag taken. Focke-Wulf does get out alive. See a Nimrod in with a Panther. Parduk is here. That's not his name, sorry. It's Tarsay. I'm sorry. I do wish the camera was a little cooler. It's just a straight... It still looks cool, like having it like totally flat paint like that. Totally 2 fell back even more. Talking to him was spotted. Lots of Akarzaks coming in, although they don't really... I mean, they can maybe trade with the Iskarukma, but they're definitely not beating them. Tron 1's getting hit by the Lotzi. Yeah, down it goes. Yeah, there's that side shot. And another one down to the Pack 40. Ooh, 2 nice kills there. A lot of light armor going down here. The only thing with second Pancelos to note is while they do have a beautiful mix of armor, they don't have a ton of anything in specific except for, like, medium tanks. So, like, the Tarans and stuff absolutely can run out. ME210 going deep here, killing off the 45 mil quite easily. No way up north for the moment. There's a Vekatin immediately. Vickers getting hit by the Panther. Yeah, it's just out of range. Big hits there by the Panther, actually. Sextieton is going to get in here. Nope, maybe not. There's the 75 mil. Will it land? It doesn't look like it. Looks pretty off target. Nope, not even close. Yeah, the Panther was still shooting at, of course, the Vickers here. BT-42 now moving in on that 75 mil. Sextieton died? I guess the 75 had another shot off. Totally missed that. Blenheim now in. Focke-Wulf up north got a bombing strike on the Pack 40, but did fail to kill. Blenheim coming in for that Lobesh. Yapasa very weak up north, and Hubert looking very strong. Yapasa pouring a lot of resources into the south. Remember, he is down on points right now. Vickers is dead. It's a pretty big kill there. Pack 40 is still quite dangerous. Has to be careful. Onto Arkazox versus the Iskarukma. Now, there is a cover difference, though. And that's generally all that really matters. And 1 MG42 versus 2 automatic rifles, despite them not being super strong automatic rifles, probably means the Iskarukma wins, especially if another one gets involved. Yeah, the pinning, the suppression is just so much higher. Yapasa really cautiously, he knows this is here, but he can see it, right? Looks like he should, but maybe he can't. 12-12 again, Hubert a little bit ahead. See more reinforcements coming in up north. We have a Sturmy here and a Sturmy there. There are only 3 actually double vetted his Sturmy. Wow, does not care. Does not give a rip. Sextieton now pushing in can actually capture this. Interesting, it's just standing out in the open. 75 mil though does see that. Immediately starts taking pokes. Multi Arkazox versus the Pianiti. Focke-Wulf coming in. Grenade still got away though already. Gonna lose most of that. Those Vekatins are dangerous. Do not fly too aggressively near those. Machine gun finally spotted, but does outfight the Lovesh as they should. BT-42 in an odd position now that it can't actually interact much. This one's coming, though. It will have an open field to poke around with. Multilovesh already on the move, though, getting into this building. 45 mil, though? Can it help save the day? The answer is no. Focke-Wulf in again. This time, spotting the Iskarukma, which are tightly packed. Does get taken down, but here's the thing. They have Fanatical, so they're not just getting easily surrendered. Blenheim in again. No way up north. There is a Nimrod down south, but none up north. Which means this 75 mil probably going down. Yep, easy kill there for the Blenheim. A lot of value from this already. Nimrod taking some pot shots. Multilovesh need to kind of like fall behind this building or something. MG34 picking up the 45 mil. Here comes the Panther to go after the BT-42. BT-42 on the run immediately as the danger is detected. Stoldy 2 has put in the work. It's out of HE shells. So its deadliness is much decreased. 14-10 now for Yapasa, capturing these 2 flags down south, recapturing his flag here. I like Tannenberg a lot, actually. I find it's as balanced as any map in this game can be, generally speaking, outside of like Warsha North. You have plenty of opportunity to win the game from either side of the map. And it's just like such a great variety of terrain to play with. You got the very open stuff. You got a huge, like, I would say one of the best town fights you can have in this game up here. Then you have a huge forest fight in the center. Biggest issue is the weird hill elevation problems. But yeah, if you're into fighting in towns, I would say this one's probably one of the best ones. Hadoshaye, of course, a very good town map as well, but I find this one to be more interesting. There's more play around it. Hadoshaye is kind of like just 2 squares. Vickers sees the MG34. Does the MG34 see the Vickers is the question. It sees the Maxim and is actually outranging it right now. Maxim getting wrecked. See the Blenheim in again, but now there is a Nimrod. It is double vetted. Moltolovesh. Dodge, yeah. Wrong building. As the Nimrod screen begins to grow. Yeah, and the central push was broken down. We see Yakari. We are in B phase, that means, which means now Yapasa on the attack. Another Panther in. See a Panzer III as well. And there's, again, not really any way for Hubert to get through this Panther. There's really not, unless this Vickers can get lucky and get up close to it. Surprised these haven't been spotted by the MG34. Vickers probably wins anyway. Yapasa on 30, he does need to, like, get it done in B phase, though. Like, there's no question here. He's going to be at an 80-point disadvantage. His income advantage will be eaten up by about the 27-minute mark. Then both players will have equal amount of income, and after that point, it is all rapidly downhill for Yapasa. Ooh, Sturmy takes a pen from the Panzer IV, responds, misses, and goes down. Wow, that was crushing. Moltolovesh take out one of the transports coming in. Moltolovesh versus Pionieri, and they are out of range of the grenade. And the Pionieri jumped out of the building and take a huge machine gun hit, but now they're within range. They should be tossing grenades momentarily. There goes the grenade. Yapasa was watching. He was watching. And dodges for the most part. Beketin scaring off the Focke-Wulf. Should have showed him a little bit of what's going on, though. More Terrans pouring in. We do see a 149 now. Let's check out the stats on this bad boy. Yeah, 6 rounds a minute is twice as much as most other guns of this caliber. Yep, going after the Beketin. Though, killing off the AA in this deck is unrealistic. There is 5 cards of AA. Now, the Vickers, even if we take those out, there are 3 cards of AA, Bofors, and 2 cards of Beketin. So, Yapasa's chances of killing off all the AA is extremely low. One Sturmy down. This one is picking up some hits on these Terrans here. The Panzer IV can go challenge that, though, for sure. So now we see some arty from the other side as well. Yep, a 155 moved up really quite close. Panther is now in, overlooking some of the town. Still on the move, though. Ooh, Lahi Tanunto with its Lati finally getting in range of that Terran, which has held up everything. And now a push beginning in earnest, going once again for the flank around towards this flag. Blenheim and double Ju-87 going for this Panther. Nimrod pins down the Blenheim, no problem. It is double vet, so I mean this thing is cooking. One JU stopped. The second one should be stopped, I would think. Does that have to reload? Nope, can't get through. Will it take one with it is the question. Will the Nimrod be able to kill one of the... Oh, looks like it. Oh my god, Nimrods. My goodness. If you do not like planes, these are the units for you. Oh, he got away. I am surprised, actually. Already on the move. Bombs in, kills off the Lati there. Oh, it is a double vet Beketin. It might get the kill. Unlikely, but good. So yeah, way too many Akata to stop with just what he's got here. Takatarunto go down, though, to the Panther from way over here. Getting that weird elevation stuff for that middle area. We're 5 minutes into B phase. And again, this is desperate for Hubert. Even if it doesn't seem desperate right now, things are going to continue to spiral rapidly. I'm surprised no counter battery on the arty. The Nimrod did move, so unless this arty gets really lucky, lands on the outside of its circle multiple times there, the Nimrod's probably fine. Tiger now in. See, and I see Yapasa not afraid to call in some big stuff. Pulling in 2 Panthers already and a Tiger. Tron 1 needs to move up further if it actually wants to help with this problem. Tron 2 much better against infantry. ME 210 coming in though, that could wreck most of these infantry. Yakari are on the run. Not far enough though. Bombs away. Get a pretty good hit there. Definitely doesn't wipe them out. Moto Argazok forced to move. Oh, just kidding. Not? No. Look at Yapasa with the micro forcing the Pioneer to stand still. Very nice. Therefore gets that grenade off. 149 is going for the Vickers now. Yeah, you definitely want to kill those off. There's really the only realistic chance of killing one of these heavy tanks. Sturmy got hit a little bit by the Arty. Doesn't look damaged, but it could equal a single shot kill from a Panzer IV or something. Not sure what this Tiger's goal here is. He knows the Pac 40 is still around here. Even if he moved up, the Pac 40 shouldn't be able to kill the Tiger with only 1 health. 3 BT-42s moving in. Back to a 12-12. Yeah, this is very nice play from Hubert here, trying to just keep the bleed from happening. Because he knows he just has to survive the next 20 minutes, basically. Or really even the next 10, and then things really start to get good. But really, from there, it's probably 15 minutes until he's in a good spot. And his income will just ride him hard to victory. But he has to hold ground until then and make sure he's not in too bad of a ticket position that Yapasa can't just hold on forever. Yeah, these infantry getting caught in the open is devastating. Now they're within range of the Suomi. Oh my god. Oh, the frickin' Suomi. Holy crap. So good. Yapasa wrangling another 1311. Big hit from the 149. Ouch. Focke-Wulf incoming. Probably, I don't know, angularly might get it off. The mountain might be blocking that Vekatin. Yeah, it was. Takes out one of the Iskarukma. Nice kill there. Yapasa needs to get a handle on this flag. Going after nothing? I'm assuming there was a tank there at one point. Another Tron 1 about to be killed. Ooh, Panther. Finding a BT-42 to kill first. Sturmy is next on the list. Down it goes. So another Sturmy dead. Blenheim does get its bombs off. Surprised we haven't seen like a second Nimrod or anything, because that would mean definite death for any of these planes. Yakari finally forced off. 14-10, but Yapasa needs more. He needs a double tick. Another Tehran leader dead. Not great. Does have the AP shells off. Good for Yapasa. You want to turn off that AP on the freaking Tehran 2s. They're awful and they do nothing. We do see some counter battery now on the 149. Very interesting. So Hubert the first to go after the Arty. And the first one to do it oftentimes does have an advantage. So one T-26 down, but there goes the Tehran 2. I'm not a big fan of Yapasa's aggressive use of these leaders. He's losing all the veterancy on his units, and he's lost a lot of these Tehrans for not very much value. Like, I would have just kind of buried these behind a building. Get that leadership out there. Focke-Wulf, ME-210 coming in. ME-210 going for the Lati. Okay. Focke-Wulf going for the what? Okay, I would think you'd send the heavier bomber against the Lati. Very lucky gun jam here from the Vekatin. Focke-Wulf may get through on the reload. It does, but might die for it. Very well could die for that. Yapasa's gotten a lot of value out of that. 1311. Yeah, he lost a flag. Not a big deal. There's no difference between 1410 and 1311. If he was dancing on a double tick, I would have a different story, but Moto Argazok's going to completely waste a grenade. It's more about the fact now they have to reload the grenade. That is the problem. 149 is pinned, and that's why the first one to do the counter battery oftentimes has a bit of an advantage. Vickers is still alive here. Moto Argazok's temporarily capturing this, creating a 15-9. It's not going to last long. Yeah, going to get wrecked by Yakari. We are now into C phase, so now begins, can Yapasa leverage his current advantage of 600 points to something significant? Tiger bouncing the Stug shot there. This is the last Sturmy, I believe. Panzer IV should be moving in and trying to help. This is not a done deal. The Tigers can be extremely sad in these situations. Does manage to do well, though, here. More Nimrods in. Artie is... Looks like it's on counter battery. This weird little move. Oh! Oh! That is so unfortunate. Oh, man. It's kind of what you get for not counter battering sooner. Wow, Wow. Okay. That was brutal. Like, absolutely brutal. Where did that second Nimrod go? Oh, it's right there. These BT-42s in the town are really weird to me. 75 mil should win this. It's a much better HE platform. Unless it's gonna, like, not aim forever, then I would understand why it may not win. Focke-Wulf just flying over? Okay. Tron 2 versus BT-42, but the Tron does have its AP shells on, but here's the Panzer IV. That one actually matters. Down it goes. Yeah, the pack is already dead. 75 mils in this deck are kind of like your support gun slash AT gun. It's more of a support gun, honestly. Yeah, losing that 149 is really bad. Now there's two 155. 17 Divisioona, a RD spam deck by all accounts. He was able to crawl back out here and get these flags. Not sure what Yapasa's doing with this Panther. He's got a tool to stop this. Pretty safely, too, here. He should be able to see it. Oh, no, he can't see it with this building here. I understand. Is this ground attacking? No, it does see it. Blenheim spotting this Multilovish. Nimrod way too far away to do anything about it. Ooh, 75 mil just take a massive punch in the balls. 12-12. Yapasa not that far ahead, and I'm not sure if he's in a good enough position to really grab anything here. Panther does find the BT-42 down south. That's another one of those dead. Absolutely matters. Tron 2 finally in to stop the Sextiet and capturing this. And that does flip that flag back to a 13-11. Hubert back in a strong position in the center after temporarily looking a little scary for him. Here comes a whole lot of planes. There is only one Nimrod up north. This one's way back here for not much benefit. Focke-Wulf is stopped. Blenheims are both going to get their bombs off. The Ju-87s are the target, though, it appears. As the bombs devastate as expected. Ju-88 now in. Me-210 does a nice bombing strike itself. Will these bombs finish off that leader? That'd be huge. Nope, miss wildly. Though they do pin. If this Multi-Archizok moves now, it could get some big caps. Some big surrenders there. It is not moving. Now it is moving. Better late than never, but not really. And again, the weird... Yeah, he could have had all these. Big micro misstep there for Yapasa. He's not one to miss micro like that very often. So Hubert very lucky there. Panther moves in for the Vickers. Ooh. The Vickers shoots fast. This is still dangerous. Down it goes. That's another nice kill. Need to clear that out. 13-11. There's a definite potential flag here, too. Remember, Yapasa now on a trickle of income. While just frickin' hordes of Sextiet starting to pour in. They are only 20 points, so at 160 points a turn, tick, you're getting 8 of those a tick. Looks like this Nimrod under attack? Yes, that's definitely what's happening here. First 2 shots go really wide. Yapasa on the run now. Will the Nimrod get lucky and get away? Looks like 149 in again, now doing its own counter battery first. The one danger now is I personally would now wait. Wow, all the tanks missing. I would now wait till you had 2 RD pieces. Like, if you're going to commit to counter battering, I would get 2 RD pieces because he's got 2. And well, he actually has 3, but he doesn't know that yet. It's very hard to win a 2v1 counter battery war. I want to see the 203 RD piece out of 17th Divisioona. Yapasa here, surprisingly passive. Yes, he has no chance in this wood in the long term. But, like, he definitely had it under pressure and then kind of stopped the pressure. His infantry have been forced off here. Letting Shuttle Shock go down. Panther 4 almost gets caught by that Pack 40 that's still alive there. Lotzi getting transmission damage on the Panzer 4. Oof. Nice hit. Leader caught out. That's a nice kill there. Killing off veterancy, always a big deal. Arkazoks once again being nicely ground attacked so they don't move from the Molotov. I have to remember this is not First Pancelos. First Pancelos has very good CQC and could, at least for some amount of the game, actually go toe-to-toe with 17 Divisioona. Long term, they'd still lose. They don't have that much CQC. But Second Pancelos, nowhere near as blessed in the close range department. Finally recaptures his flag, like I mentioned. It was kind of weak. How's this one here? Still 14-10. Here comes the Air Force again. Second Nimrod is here, so it's a little bit thicker of an AA net, but it's pretty far back. Blenheims will definitely get through. Focke-Wulf gets through this time. Takes out the Tehran too. And it looks like Yapasa letting these just choose their target, which means none of these planes are going to die. The RD war continues. This one on the run, but the other two RD pieces already on target. Tiger continues to pick on infantry standing out in the open. It's the one thing it's good for right now. It'd be okay to lose this Arkazok to this if it can trade him. That'd be great, actually. Truth be told, that unit almost dead. Still 13-11 for Yapasa, still ticking down. We're about to hit the 30-minute mark. The incomes are now equal. So at this point, basically, both players have received the same amount of income. It just comes down to a matter of, did Yapasa trade well enough in B phase to survive through this C phase? B2, 42 down. Do these have lower health? Do they die in one shot? That's what it feels like. Flag in the center lost to these again. The 149 already dead. Counter battery war going awful as Hubert's support weapons continue to multiply. This Nimrod did not get moved, and now it's getting moved further back. I'm surprised he hasn't moved it up to, like, here. He knows where the airstrikes are going to come. They're going to come into town. Yeah, weirdly strong, too. Nothing to kill it. The RD strikes are going to build and get more and more painful as the game goes on. More Nimrods coming in. There's only one down south. If he sends his Giga, like, AT plane pile at this Panther, he probably kills it. He's a double vet Nimrod, but that's probably still not enough. Tron 2 has poked his head out and is picking up some machine guns to poke on. Vekatin's on return fire. Very interesting. He doesn't want it to shoot the Tron, although might be able to kill that. Not sure. Does have AT, like it has AP rounds. Infantry push up north now. Pack 40 finding the Tehran 2 here. This thing still being around. Quite annoying, actually. Focke-Wulf failing to kill it way back when is coming back to bite him in the butt. Tehran 2 down to what I'm not sure. Look at the arty, just, oh my gosh, just keeps coming down. So much. More Nimrods, one Tehran 2 down to the Focke-Wulf. He's got to start actually targeting stuff. This, like, blanket approach is never good. Because they just pick whatever has the least suppression on it, which means they never actually, like, shoot anything down. Like, his AA should be plenty good to stop this, but the problem is they're not actually killing anything. He's now moving. He's got 3 in the same position now, moving up. Yeah, his town pushes have all been eviscerated by this. He's lost most of his Tehrans as well, so his light tank advantage now gone. Counter airstrike. Vekatan is still on return fire. If it shoots, the Tehran will probably see it. Big bomb strike. Very nice. Yeah, he wants this middle section gone. And he's going to do it. He can't surrender this, but he can shoot it while it's weak. Will Yapasa move the Tehran 2 up in response is the question. I mean, Hubert has yet to do anything to actually get some flags back. Still focusing on trades. Panther's done a lot of work here. Tehran 2 did not move up. Yeah, leaving this church tower is surprising. That's so much information for free for Hubert. It's one of the advantages of the blue side is literally this church tower. Now 155. There's the 203. Look at this big Bertha. It's so dumb. It shoots like straight up. Watch this thing. Up, 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 up. The angle is like so hilariously high. Let's watch this round fall. Big booms. Boom. Nimrod's trying to... They did move, but they're probably getting spotted by the Kev OS. It's actually heading down. Perhaps an airstrike up north to kill this off. Specifically, like, destroy that church tower. Because if he starts losing Nimrods, then he's actually screwed. Because he actually really aggressively vetted his Nimrod, so he's only got 6 in terms of numbers. I'm a much bigger fan of just vetting my AA with leaders. Preferably with a commander. Yeah, Apostle like really trying to keep his stuff on the move. At first it doesn't seem so bad, like, oh, he got away scot-free. But every one of those just gets a little closer to things going really bad. Here comes the Air Force 5 Blenheims, 2 Ju-87s, and a Focke-Wulf now coming in. Not even sure where they're all going. Everywhere. They're just ground attacking, actually. Focke-Wulf does find the Tiger. Gets the kill. He needs to actually shoot something down. Is really the Ju-87 going to get away still? Yeah, 4 Nimrods did not shoot a single thing down. Already on target. Ah! Ah! How do those aim so fast? Maybe they were already pre-aimed. Maybe they're already planning to shoot at that. Yakati now pushing back in. Yakati going after the Tron 2, I think? Looks like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely. Goodbye. Oof. Big mistake there by Yapasa. It's a waste of that tank that's very useful. Nimrod here getting a little cheeky. You see a push up north. Motilovich can stop a single, maybe even 2. Ooh, Lovech get unloaded. Artie, Nimrod on the road here. Here comes double Focke-Wulf. 1 should get through. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, Yapasa should not be losing this flag. There's not that much pressure. I understand not hard fighting for it, but like when there's nothing, like he has a lot of stuff in here. There's no reason to have a lot of stuff there if you're not going to try to grab that flag. Nimrod under pressure again. Looks like this one's going to die. Yep, there goes 1. And the dying begins. Me 210 this time. Does get the pin. Almost pins his own unit on accident. Ju-88 does go down, though. Another big loss. Still 15 minutes remaining here. Though only 10 minutes left for Hubert if he's not able to start actually getting some flags. But Yapasa's force is starting to thin a bit. Down south, still solid, but this is a bit of a troll fest. There goes another Nimrod. This is now really bad. Now the Air Force is probably uncontested. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 4 Nimrods there, and he's got 1 down here, which means maybe there's 1 left, but probably not. Otherwise, he would have already called it in, I would think. Here comes the Air Force. Now we have added DB3Fs to it, and these have some big bombs. And relatively speaking, the A is actually pretty far from the front line, which means all these bombers get through easily. J87 going to get the Panzer III here. Might finally kill this. Nope, doesn't look like it. Already after the Nimrod again. No, just kidding. It was after the Panther. The Panther happened to move. Funny thing is, he could even like almost push out here and go after this. The Pac 40's here, but and that would be an extremely aggressive and cheeky move, I think. All right, and here comes the waves. Hubert going for a spam style now, which is of course this division's specialty. There it is. Okay, so there was 1 more Nimrod. Thing is, though, from here, every Nimrod down is not getting replaced. And unfortunately, Yapasa is just not like specifically targeted any of the planes, so none of them have died. They just keep getting bigger. Now he's down to Motolovash 44M, which are a bit worse against other infantry. Although Hubert pretty weak here, actually. He lost a lot of BT-42s. So he doesn't have a lot of those lying around anymore. Yakati, though, in the center, are going to wreck through all these things. A bomber is very needed. Oh, on cue. Easily gets through. I'm really surprised Hubert is not called. Okay, now there's like 6 Bofors. J88 not maneuverable enough, though. Might go down. Yeah, if he's going to do that, he's got to get in. Comes the leader, though. It never died. So none of those infantry picked up there. Nimrod dead in the field again. Transport down to the Panzer IV. Nice kill there. Another transport down. So some of these actually haven't gone down, but there are plenty more where that came from. Motolovash gets a bazooka shot off on a transport. Hin, though, now surrendered. Trying just to double team the Yakati, like overwhelm them. That's honestly all he can do at this point. If he kills the leader, that'd be huge. Here comes the Air Force. Nimrod's doing their best. Still not actually targeting anything. See, they just keep changing targets. Down south. He probably should shift this to like here. Maybe can get involved in the retreat attacks. 1410 though. Hubert has not gotten there. He's got 10 minutes left and a lot of tickets to make up. He can. I mean, he could break Yapasa. And like, if he gets a double tick, he still might catch up. He's got to get it going. Now, start here. He's got the mill. Now, the problem is he's still... Okay. Okay, this is a thing. He hasn't dealt with the Panther, and there's still a Panzer IV here as well. So, yeah. Already misses this time. Nimrod does get away. It looks like Hubert's changing his tactic now, going up north. Focke-Wulf after the Panther. Tehran 2 does go down. Panzer IV will go down. 1 Nimrod, not enough. And Yapasa does not have enough Nimrods to cover the whole map. Panther on the run, trying to get back up with the Panzer IV dead. Now these infantry just pour in. This could be it. But is it too little, too late, is the real question here. A late Blenheim might actually be punished. We'll see. There's just so many transports. The Panther literally standing right here is not doing anything. There's also machine guns and stuff. It's not like that's the only thing here. As the infantry push in, Nimrod trying to help the problem. The Iskarukma do not have AT. Bombs everywhere. Here's another Focke-Wulf finding the Panther. And down it goes. That's massive. Focke-Wulf bomber. What? Okay. Focke-Wulf does get bombs off on the Iskarukma there. Next, Yettin takes out a Motilovich. And the southern flank blown open now, 13-11. Here comes Motilovich. Reinforcements. They are only 20 points, so he's going to have to deal with all these now. Yeah, the battle is complete. This is a good move. Good move by Hubert here. He needed this desperately. He needed to find a new front. He was allowing Yapasa to hold him up with way less points by only fighting in this singular area here. When you have a huge income advantage, spreading can be more beneficial than attacking a single place. When your incomes are equal, then attacking a single point is oftentimes better because you can outweigh your equal points in a singular spot and your opponent can't really respond because you both have equal points. And if you put all your points in a single spot, well, there's no way they can match that if they're trying to cover the whole map. On the other hand, when you have a huge point advantage, spreading out then forces them to spread their limited resources around more, so you can get more breakthroughs and poke more holes. Of course, it's unlikely they should be able to survive a singular point, but we saw the Apostle was to funnel all his points up north and continue to just hold off these units, and part of that is just because he doesn't have the tools necessary to easily break through any of this. The Apostle just got to give this one up. He's not getting this flag anymore for sure. 14-10, though, is not a double tick, and there's a long way to go here. There is still a Panzer III here. We now see the Yaakari pushing in. Tehran 1 will die to those. And actually, Yapasa capturing a flag up north. Here comes the bombers, though, up north this time. Double Nimrod still not going to kill a thing. And they really got to be like up here if they really want to actually stop any of these bombers. Already not going for it, actually. Going for some of the infantry here. The priority is clearly shifted here for Hubert. He realized he waited too long. I think at this point he probably needs a triple tick to get there. Which is possible. It is possible. There's a flag here. And if he now starts pushing the town as well, but the Panzer IV is still here. And that's a brick wall. And this is the issue with 17th. At a certain point, if your AT gets killed, or you actually have to like push into armor, like the opponent has armor that you're attacking into, it's really hard to take care of it. Your Air Force is basically it. And usually the Nimrods would be plenty, but Yapasa didn't really micro them well enough to actually like kill off the Air Force. And now the arty advantage is just massive. I still argue these Nimrods way too far back. Panzer IV down. That could open up the north, although he lost most of his attacking force already. Nimrods might finally actually kill something? No? No, probably not. Ju-88 does get a bombing strike off, trying to relieve pressure somewhere. As arty just rains down. Double Motilovich did get in time, and the Tehran 1 did back up, so now he's Yaakari in a much less dangerous spot. Or much less scary, I should say. Somehow the Tehran 1 can't see these. Oh, there we go. JME 210 coming in. Bombs away. Takes out the Sextiet and pins down most of the other stuff. Might lose this to the Vekatan now, or the Bofors. A lot of options there. Only 4 minutes remaining. And I think Yapasa has actually held on. I gotta say, as the person who's usually Hubert, playing a long income versus an aggressive one, it is extremely depressing to survive to the end of the game and not win. Despite having, you know, a solid 30 minutes, right, of better income. Feels bad. Feels bad. Fogwolf was going for the Nimrod. Does get stopped just in time. Nimrod's going to run out of ammo here, though, soon. Yeah, piecemeal and Nimrod stopped all these planes just fine. What a game. We could definitely see the weaknesses of 17th on display here. You know, like just no long-range AT whatsoever. Infantry that can't fight out past 150-meter range very well at all. Basically an over-reliance on arty and air to win games. Lack of tanks, obviously. No ability to push. I will say I think 17th is great in the queue. If you're expecting your games to go an hour long or whatever, and they often do, on longer incomes against other people on longer incomes, they can, for sure. This division grinds like few others. You can have easy 100+ infantry, no problem. You can have arty out the butt. Absurd number of planes, infinite AA. Fogwolf finally gets through, kills off the Nimrod. But it is simply too little, too late at this point. I'm sure Hubert's air tab is like this big on the side. Just like line. Tron 1 getting cheeky, holding that flag. Won't last long. There it is. But it doesn't even matter. Hubert would need at least a triple tick, and he would need it now. Like, immediately. And now he's actually losing. He lost all those units he poured in. And this is the problem with just spamming and not really... You can't control that many units. So a lot of them get caught out. A lot of them get killed in transports. It's just... rough that way. Fogwolf easily suppressed. Will the DBs be stopped? Looks like one will be. Yep. Second one... Nope. Before the end of the game here, will we actually see a plane die? Will the Nimrods actually kill a plane? And Nimrods are phenomenal. This is not due to the weapon. It's just due to the way the game auto-micros units. You really got to give AA attack orders if you want to actually kill off planes. When there are multiple. I should say when there are multiple. That's why it works. Well, great game there. GGGs to both players. Congrats to the Apostle holding on. What a freaking game. 4,285 to 3,600. 20 there for Yapasa. I can't look at the player's stats. I would like to see what this guy's stats were like. Yeah, the Panthers were brick walls. They really were. And that's what they should be in these cases. Bombers actually did pretty well out of here too. Yeah, every tank, the ME-210. I feel like the Air Force, look at the Nimrod go. I feel like the Air Force of Yapasa got way too much value. I feel like Hubert probably could have shut that down a little harder, especially at the 25, 30-minute mark. He probably could have been a little bit more aggressive about calling in some AA. Yes, 155 just eradicated that arty. Yeah, and from there, like, nothing... And, I mean, that's what these kind of kill lists always look like when you play with the spammy divisions like this. You don't get a lot of value out of every individual unit, so it's more of a culmination of everything going on. If you guys enjoyed that, smash that like button, subscribe for more Steel Division 2 and Warno content, and consider checking out that YouTube membership. Thanks a bunch, everybody, and have a fantastic day.